KFI AM 640. It's later with Mo Kelly. Thank goodness the weekend is here. Thank goodness it is Friday. Hallelujah. I don't know about you, but this week seemed longer. Maybe because I started my workday today at 4 in the morning. No exaggeration, no lie. I got off the air 10 o'clock last night, obviously finishing the show. Went home, tried to go to sleep as soon as humanly possible. And if you're like me or Mark Ronner, that's very difficult to do.
Oh, yeah, because you're wound up when you get finished with an air shift.
Yeah, imagine, let's say you work a 9 to 5 and you were to get off work at 5 o'clock and then try to go to sleep at 6 p.m. You wouldn't be able to do it. It's no different, even though we're working later into the evening. I get home around 11 o'clock and I try to calm my nerves, settle in for the evening because I have to get up at 3:30 so I can do a hit for Spectrum News SoCal, which is about maybe 15, 20 minutes away from me drive. I wasn't doing Zoom. I was driving into the studio to be part of their early news coverage surrounding Biden, politics, the landscape, all of that. The next, you know how you try to go to sleep? And I remember looking at the clock. It was like almost 1 o'clock. And I blink and it's 3:30. And I get up, wander into the shower. I'm a person, I have to take a shower before I go anywhere, especially early in the morning, or I won't be able to function. I need the shower to wake me up. Long story short, I get to Spectrum, which is in El Segundo, and I do the hit, and I'm bleary-eyed, okay? Then I come home it's about 6 a.m. at that point when I get done. I lay down, I get 2-3 hours more sleep, and then I have an eye doctor's appointment at 11:30. So I drive to the other side of the city to get this eye doctor appointment because I'm blind pretty much. Then I have to start getting ready for work. It's been a long day of a long week, and I'm so glad to be here with you. And now I can decompress and relax because tonight we're going to have some fun. And this is going to be a show all about me being right. Let me just tell you in advance. It's all about me being right. Remember how I would say that, you might as well assume that all your personal information is out there? Because regardless of what you may do, regardless of all the protections you may place on your phone and your account, your stuff is already out there because you have given your information to somebody at some point. This company, that company, this utility, that service, and then there's a data breach and your stuff is out there. It doesn't matter whether you're a customer presently for them or not. It's just out there. We will talk about the AT&T cell breach where nearly every customer in the history of the company, your information is out there. If you are ever in your life a customer of AT&T, it doesn't matter if it was 20 years ago, 15 years ago. It doesn't matter if you were just a customer for a week and a day. Your information is out there. That's why I can't worry about it. Your social security number, someone has it. It's on the dark web. Just get over it, accept it. We'll talk about that next segment. And LA 2028. The Olympics, it's on its way. It will be here in almost 4 years to the day. Whether we'll be ready, that's a different conversation. But if you thought that the Olympics was only going to be held at 1 or 2 venues and you don't remember 1984, that's understandable, but we will bring you up to date because the Olympics are going to be all across Southern California. It's not going to be just SoFi Stadium. It's going to be all around Southern California, so you can start planning in advance. If you would like to be a part of the Olympic experience, you can kind of map out where events are going to be. Some are going to be heavily attended. Probably others will be more light in attendance. You can map out where you want to go and be a part of the Olympic experience. We'll have that for you. And we have a list of all, I would say, the heart attack foods which are coming to the Orange County Fair this year. All the things which you could imagine. It's actually all the things that I could not imagine that you could fry. Can you fry ranch dressing?
We were talking about that a day or two ago.
That was yesterday.
Yeah, deep fried ranch dressing, and Foosh was getting kind of a chubby in there about it.
I was like, Mark, talk slower.
Y'all need a moment. You got chubby and talk slower. It's like,
I mean, that sounds so good.
Are you serious?
I want to try that so bad.
How does that work? I mean, do you break?
That's exactly why I want to try it. Like, how do you do that? And he said, like, he gave all the descriptions. It literally sounded like a porn intro. He was just like, it's seasoned with, I don't know, whatever he said. He had all the details.
It's seasoned and it's dipped.
Everything.
And it's twirled and fried. Yeah. Okay.
I didn't think you hated yourself that much, Foosh. but I can see how somebody would be intrigued by it. Kind of like when you hear about deep fried butter at these things. It's like, well, it sounds disgusting, but
I'm
maybe
curious.
I need to try it. Yeah, just once.
I don't have that thrill-seeking gene in me, okay? I don't put just anything in my mouth.
Well,
okay.
We'll take your word for that.
Of course, in the third hour, we have Name That Movie Called Classic. This is kind of a theme tonight, kind of summer, kind of classic, kind of mishmash, hodgepodge, smorgasbord, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. And along those lines, the prizes tonight are going to be all of that. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. Who knows? You might get some coal. You might get a rock. You might get a pair of socks. You might get some balled up paper.
No,
he's
you
not
out the
playing.
junk drawer tonight, did you?
I have literally been walking around the station looking for stuff to put into.
Taking stuff off people's desks.
You literally may get some stuff from our KFI snack drawer. You might. I may
not
put
kidding.
some snacks
Not
up into
kidding.
a bag.
He's not kidding because he came in to give me the information for tonight. He goes, "Oh man, I gotta get some prizes." It's so funny.
Yeah, so I don't know how the contest is going to turn out tonight. I just know that the prizes could be great or they could be greatly embarrassing to all of us. I don't know what it's going to be, but also before we do go to break, I need to get an update from Mark Ronner because as customary on a Friday, I don't know what to expect from the weather this weekend.
It's basically trash.
No, is it going to be basically trash?
Oh, I thought you were going to play the weather sound
I
effect
am.
to my great satisfaction. Come on
All right,
now.
All right, get your chubby ready.
All right, let's go.
Here we go. I figured since it was going to be so hot out there that it was basically trash.
Yeah, that sound effect, I think I've made this joke before. It's the closest to relief we're going to get, but it is a little cooler, and it's going to be down a couple degrees rather for the weekend as well. I mean, it's a couple degrees lower today, and I don't know if you can feel it because we're just kind of in perma sweat mode. I've been wearing shorts to work all week, by the way, or as one of the employees here said, "You're wearing short pants." Like we're in England.
Yeah, who says that? They didn't say dungarees?
No. But so it's going to be generally mid-80s around the LA area for the weekend, which is a decent drop from what we've had all week. If you're in the Inland Empire, Antelope Valley, it'll be around 100, which is a drop for them, too. They've been up to like 113.
Look, it's better than what it was. That's all we can hope for.
Slightly, yeah.
It's later with Mo Kelly.
I got 5 pieces of candy. I got a chocolate bar. I got a quarter. I got a rock.
And those are your prizes for today's Name That Movie Called Classic. Don't look a gift horse in the mouth, okay? Just be happy you got anything at all.
Wait, so you're giving away a copy of The Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown? Is that what we just heard?
Who knows what they will get in their prize pack, okay? But I need you to be respectful and gracious and appreciative of
You'll
whatever
take
you
it
get.
and you like it.
That's right. Okay, don't complain. I don't care. You can white elephant gift it and, and re-gift it later on. Doesn't matter. Just be happy you got something at all. KFI AM 640. We're live everywhere. The iHeartRadio app.
You're listening to Later with Mo Kelly on demand from KFI AM 640.
And during the break, I was texting Fork Reporter back and forth. Fork Reporter was listening to the first segment, and he took note of the fact that for our game tonight, Name That Movie Called Classic, we had a hodgepodge of gifts that we were giving away. And Tuwala was walking around the building trying to ransack different places to get gifts to give away. We're at the bottom of the proverbial barrel. Fork Reporter hits me on my phone during the break and says, "Hey, I got something for you." Coming to the show right now is the Fork Reporter, Neil Saavedra. Neil, what do you have cooking in your kitchen?
I can't stay away from this station, apparently. I was going to surprise you because I've been working on it for a while. Got some new machines and some supplies. I have I love creativity, and I have a workshop here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do some custom Later with Mo Kelly keychains. I'll do some mugs. and I'll make sure that I get them to you guys, and you'll have, and I'll do some other stuff as well. Maybe a Mo Kelly flask, because, sometimes on Fridays it gets a little crazy.
How about a Mo Kelly blow-up doll?
Anatomically correct. I'll look into it. I mean, possibly.
Shame on you.
Hush,
No,
Hillary.
shame on you. But yeah, there's all kinds of stuff. So we'll be talking, UT and I will talk off the air, and but I actually, funny enough, had already set up doing some for you and had ordered. They came in not too long ago, a couple days ago, ordered some keychains, and they'll have the logo, your photo on them, and some other things that I had purchased to put together for you as just a gift. And
that's so nice.
A couple things. One, we never really celebrated the fact that you got on the heavy 100, and among other things. So it was kind of triggered by that, and I just haven't had a chance. So when I heard you guys, I'm like, man, we'll get you stuff so that people will have good stuff.
I know what it is. You just felt guilty for not being able to come to the 4th of July party. That's what it is.
Brother, the last thing you need is a 7-year-old with lice at your house. That's the reality.
So that's why you didn't show up?
I told you why. What's funny is at the end of the school year, my 7-year-old Max got lice, and we were talking about going through it. And, I know there's parents out there that are going, yep, we've been there.
Mm-hmm.
But when it's your first time, like with 7 kids growing up with 6 other siblings, I don't even remember if we got it or how that worked or if I was really young or whatever. But you go through all this process of making sure everything's, taken care of, and you have to take, what do we have to do? In addition to vacuuming all of your furniture and everything, we took these, they're the adhesive lint rollers, and you take them over thing because they don't burrow, they don't go in the dark, whatever. You just kind of take them over the surface stuff. And we had just the tiniest evidence. And I'm like, I'm not doing that. I'm not going to set, if we're all meeting at a park, they don't fly, they don't jump, I'm fine. But if you're going to someone's home and you're going to be sitting on furniture, you're doing something, I said, I'm not doing that. And it sucked. And then you had to go through the moral, the moral scales where you're like, well, maybe if they stay here and I go and then I'm like, well, what if it's on? Because I can't get it. I don't have hair.
Why is that?
I don't have hair. It's really weird because I had to look up all this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like, like body lice is like, homeless situation or 1970s sex. But like, head lice is normal, everyday, whatever. So that's why I ended up not. But I was like looking forward to judging the dessert contest and really putting everybody to the task because I know Tawala is really up in arms about how it's run, and he thinks he sounds like Trump. I'll be honest. When he said that it was miscounted, and then he goes into George W. with hanging chads.
He was claiming it was rigged. Yeah, straight up.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like really looking forward to coming in there and dispelling all the myths that have been perpetuated over the years, and going in there and handing off an award. But next year, that's what it's going to go down next year.
Well, most definitely. And if, for an elaborate ruse, I don't think I've heard a more elaborate excuse for not showing up at the party. It's good, though. I like it.
Well, I will tell you, don't say that, because I always feel like the more elaborate the excuse,
the less likely it's true. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It's like what had happened was, and then you go into like 10 minutes worth of, like, I always feel like that's crap. But I just told you straight out, like, this is what it is. I have a moral dilemma because I had the stink eye from my wife and my boy because we had there was no alternate plans. That was it. Our plan from Crozier's birthday, the previous year is when we talked about me going, that was it. So we sat here and I got dirty looks going, you're too protective. You overthink things. Nobody was going to get it. Max was going to meet new kids. It was going to be, he wanted to play with your
bunch
dog.
Of kids there. Bunch of kids and dogs.
And he loves dogs. And he's like, so I'm not going to be able to see the dogs. And I was, I was not loved on the 4th of July. Let's be honest.
Hey,
That's
Neil,
the
we've been
reality.
trying to get this together for years, big picture, because we were supposed to come over to your house and have some beers on your porch or in your backyard, and that never materialized.
Yeah, what happened to that?
Come on, Twal. It's not like we haven't gone out. We have gone out to dinner, the three of us.
Yes, we have
gone to
out.
dinner. We've gone to the movies.
We're talking about intimate setting inside,
It's coming out. I'm sorry. I don't like black people. I find them uncomfortable. The culture's weird. I don't like the music. That's the reality. I'm sorry.
Now
I'm
we're
just
getting
saying
to the
that.
heart of the matter.
I don't know.
Finally.
Everything's different. I
Finally.
don't understand the hair. It just is weird. The music. I mean, I like Elvis, but, when it's done by a black person, it makes me feel awkward. Oh, that type of thing.
In humor,
No.
there's always just a little bit of truth. I know.
Mm-hmm. What is...
I love it. I love it.
Now I'm being dissected. Great.
I love it.
But Neil, seriously, thank you for the overture.
So
of
this
the
is it, and I'm
Chopskis.
going to send pictures. I'm working on it right now. Right now, I'm going to send pictures. You can post them of what I'm working on, and that is what people will receive for tonight's game.
And
That's amazing because I have like 1,000 random coasters, a T-shirt, a mothers and daughters book, and me and my dog book, and some cat food.
it can be. It can be in addition to. It doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be either or.
No. Now that you guys have called me racist, there's no way.
We called you racist.
Everything you say, there's an ounce of truth. No, come on.
Hey, Neil.
I watched our president speak. Not everything has truth behind it.
Oh, damn. That was a turn.
saying.
Hey, before I let you go,
Yes, sir.
it's only fair. The Fork Report tomorrow, 2 p.m. What's coming up?
Oh, we got some great stuff. Bastille Day is on the 14th. In addition to, I'm going to the Anaheim White House with Bill Handel. We're celebrating it there with a couple of dear friends of mine, one of which is Chef Pascal Olhatz, who is stepping into the kitchen there. A legitimate Frenchman. I think he is so French, I don't even think he wears deodorant. So we're looking forward to that. But others are going on here in Los Angeles. We're going to talk about that, in addition to introducing you to important people. And I think I might get into, because of summer, for Technique of the Week, get into fruit flies that are kind of bombarding everywhere. And I think people don't always know how to deal with them, so we'll get into that as well.
Well, that is a lot. So that means you're going to need all 3 hours.
Yep. Yes, sir.
Neil Saavedra, I appreciate you. Barely like you, but I appreciate you. Thank you for the Chopskis.
Well, it's really hard to like somebody who's superior in every way. I get that.
Thank you. Thank you. You talking about
Love
me, right?
you.
Oh. Te
I'm not
adoro.
talking to
Te
Twala.
amo.
Bye, brother.
See ya. It's later with Mo Kelly, KFI AM 640. We'll catch up in just a moment. We'll talk about the AT&T breach and also the Olympic venues, which are going to be right around the corner from you in just a moment.
You're listening to Later with Mo Kelly on demand from KFI AM 640.
That now the conversations are really starting to pick up about LA 2028. Of course, the Paris Olympics are getting ready to begin, but outside of that, the focus then starts to turn to the next city hosting the Olympics, coming back to LA in 2028. And already, Southern California, they're fighting amongst themselves to get events. Even though it's the LA Olympics, that's the host city, quote unquote, not all the events were going to be in LA proper. In fact, there were some LA City Council members who were complaining about not enough of the events which were in LA proper. There were complaints because SoFi Stadium and the Intuit Dome are both in Inglewood. They'll have a lot of events. They're playing a major role, and that didn't go over well. But they're going to try to spread out the events as best they can and also keep LA as the focal point. Riviera Country Club is going to host events. Long Beach is going to host some events, the city of Long Beach and also the city of Carson. Let me break it down real quick. Riviera Country Club in Pacific Palisades, they will host the golfing events. The LA Convention Center, which is a dump. I don't know why they're hosting anything there, but they're going to. LA Convention Center is going to have gymnastics. They'll also get fencing, judo, table tennis, taekwondo, and wrestling. Weightlifting, oddly enough, will be at the Peacock Theater in LA Live. That's strange. And badminton will be down at USC's Galen Center, but no basketball there. That's weird. Long Beach, they're going to be hosting the triathlon, marathon swimming along the waterfront, rowing and canoe sprint will be at Marine Stadium, and handball will be at the Long Beach Arena. Sailing will take place along Belmont Shore, and there will be a temporary facility for water polo, which is still being constructed or will be constructed in the Long Beach Convention Center lot. Let's move to Carson and the stadium at Dignity Health Sports Park. We used to call it the Home Depot Center. It's going to be used for rugby. Tennis will be also played at the nearby tennis center, and cycling will take place at the adjacent velodrome. And you wonder, well, what about the Coliseum? It was a focal point of the 1984 Olympics. And you think about the Olympics in LA, it's got to have a role. It can't be just SoFi Stadium. Well, that's understandable. And it will have a role, but just a small role. They're going to create a temporary raised floor to accommodate track and field. So they will have those high profile events at the Coliseum. Now, initially, they had planned to put judo and wrestling at Pauley Pavilion, but now they're going to use UCLA and Pauley Pavilion for the Athletes Village and training facilities. So this is going to be taking place all across Southern California. It won't all be in Los Angeles or all in Inglewood, but it'll be Long Beach and Carson as well. So you'll have a chance, depending on where you live, you might have a geographical advantage to see some of the events and not have to worry about the traffic or trying to get from one side of the world to the other to check out the Olympics. And I want to. I assume, hopefully, I'll still be around in 2028 and living in the city. I missed the 84 Olympics because in 84 I was out of town on vacation in Northern California in Clear Lake. So I did not get to experience the LA Olympics, what it was like to be in the city when the Olympics was happening. So I hope to be able to experience it the next time around. And also, very quickly, let me just go over this AT&T breach, the second one that has been divulged this calendar year alone. And when I was previewing this, I said that if you are ever worried about your personal information getting out there, you need to stop worrying because it is out there. And this is more evidence to that. In the breach, the call and text message records, it doesn't say the content. It just, or at least what we're being told is it's just the message records as far as the number of who was calling or who was texting and to whom they were communicating. But the call and text message records of some 110 million AT&T wireless subscribers, your information is out there. And this is pertaining to customers in mid to late 2022. And when I said everyone, that's the everyone with AT&T. If you were a customer in late 2022, then your call and text, I'll say communication records, not the content, but the communication records, they're out there. Here is how it impacts everyone else. The breach also includes AT&T landline customers, and it also includes everybody who interacted with an AT&T customer. I don't have AT&T, but let's say hypothetically, Stefan has AT&T. I don't know that he does. I'm just saying, let's say he does. And I communicated with him because we always text each other and we talk about stuff that's going on the show. And it said, hey, Stefan, did you get my audio? Do you know we're getting ready to do this? And we'll text throughout the show. Well, that means that my information would be out there as well. Not the content, but the fact that Stefan and I were texting each other like he was Jeffrey Epstein and I'm Bill Clinton. All right? Maybe that's a bad analogy, but that's not funny. I'm just trying to, never mind.
Oh, man.
But my point is, the people you communicate with, thank goodness Hillary didn't join in the conversation. I guess she wasn't listening. The point is,
shame on you.
Okay, Hillary, come lately. anyone who you're communicating with who may have been an AT&T customer, then you are also part of the breach. And if there were 110 million AT&T customers who got caught up in this, and it also connects to people who were communicating with those 110 million people, well, we might as well just say everyone in the country. Everyone in the country, your cell phone data as far as who you were communicating with, and they say it didn't include the content. It didn't include the messages. It didn't include the new photos or the D-pics. They say it doesn't include that. But remember, I was the one who told you, you should just assume that all your data and information is out there. And just because they say it didn't include it, you might as well err on the side of common sense and say, yeah, it's probably out there. So just about everyone has communicated with someone who is an AT&T customer in 2022. So your information is out there. Your call data is out there. Your text data is out there. So you need to stop worrying about it and embrace the horror. Accept the misery of it all, that there is no such thing as privacy. You may want it. You may believe that you deserve it. You may think that it is a constitutional right connected somewhere in the Fourth Amendment, but you actually don't have it. It's an illusion. It's Later with Mo Kelly, KFI AM 640. We are live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. And when we come back, this is the moment in the program that Stefan has been waiting for. The new foods which are coming to the Orange County Fair this year. That's next.
You're listening to Later with Mo Kelly on demand from KFI AM 640.
Let's go to the OC Fair and some of the new food which is coming this year. Let's start with bacon churro fries. That sounds actually disgusting. The reason why is I don't like sweet and savory at the same time. I don't want bacon on a sweet churro. We're already off to a bad start.
What?
Not
Bacon
for me.
churro
Hell,
fries.
I'm salivating.
Seriously.
This sweet and savory dish features a nest of mini churros topped with 2 scoops of vanilla, frozen yogurt, and whipped cream, and bits of house-cured bacon. It sounds horrible.
These are all going to be like Rorschach tests, except in grease.
Oh, my goodness. They're candied bacon pork belly bites.
Yum.
Yes, please.
There's bacon-wrapped pork belly on a stick.
Mm-hmm. That's the only way to do it, yeah.
Nashville hot chicken tots. Wait.
I don't do hot.
Yeah.
Covered with a smattering of pickle slices.
Oh, wait a second. That isn't not so bad.
Okay.
Palmieri imports from Chicago. These spicy tots are one in a series of savory dishes with a kick available at the fair this year. There's funnel cake fried chicken sandwich. Again, sweet and savory. Not a thing for me.
Wait, you're not going to eat a funnel cake with chicken?
No. Let me tell it to you in Spanish. No.
Me and Tawala would just hold hands and just eat everything down the fair together.
You're not going to have a free hand.
No, Pooch, I will be wiping your mouth. You can wipe by. Look, it's good. We're going to pig out. Someone to walk by and just say, they're so disgusting.
You're right.
Yes.
The new funnel cake fried chicken sandwich comes with hot honey. Oh, my goodness. The sweet and savory combination gilds the lily with a topping with powdered sugar.
Nope. No.
No. I say hell no. There's hot Cheetos crusted chicken pot stickers. Now they're just making up stuff. They're just flipping through a cookbook and just throwing things together.
I don't do hot, but that sounds kind of intriguing.
By intriguing, you mean disgusting, don't you?
And it also comes with a side of pineapple teriyaki sauce.
Yeah, that's
Of course.
No.
You have to dip it and cool it off. What are you talking about?
There's pickled Dr. Pepper.
Yes.
Ooh. Yes.
What
Yes.
do you even do with that?
I
Are
don't
you meant
know.
to consume that?
It's a TikTok-inspired beverage. It features ice-cold Dr. Pepper mixed with a shot of pickle juice.
No.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's certain things you're not supposed to put in your body, much less your mouth.
This is the fair. You're supposed to do this once in your life.
Exactly. Tawala gets it.
What is it, like the purge and nobody keeps track afterward? No.
Look, Mark and I agree on this one. I just don't get it.
I'm there with you, brother.
There is a crookie and I'll eat this. This is a part of the mini cookies, which are going to be at the fair, which is a concoction of a croissant topped with a cookie. I can do that.
Ooh.
I can do that.
Sounds good.
They're gourmet baked potatoes, russet potatoes, and vegan-friendly baked sweet potatoes. There's a tater twister dog. There's which is a skinny Frank on a stick covered in fried spiral potatoes. Oh, I did that.
Yes.
There's the Mario Lopez dog.
Does it dance?
Thanks from Pink.
It's really cheesy, isn't it? Hello.
We'll wait. Okay.
What's it take around here?
Yeah, Mario's hot dog features a beef Frank with guacamole, tomatoes, bacon bits, sour cream, and jalapenos.
He definitely doesn't eat that. But I would.
There's the cookie butter croissant cone, and it features a Biscoff cookie, butter stuffed croissant topped with soft serve ice cream, a cookie butter drizzle, and Biscoff crumbles.
Can you just have one of your feet removed right there?
Oh, because you're going straight to diabetes.
Yeah.
There's a chocolate drizzle strawberry cup, whole fresh summer strawberries, piled high into a cup, then drenched with chocolate syrup and topped with whipped cream and even more chocolate. Tame. I could do it.
You have to feed those to somebody else. You know, like Tawala and Foosh would have to feed those to each other. You can't just stand there and eat those on your own.
Wahlburgers is going to be out there, and it's going to be their first appearance at the OC Fair. And they're going to offer a menu of hamburgers, barbecue bacon burger, double-decker, Impossible Burger, fries with chicken tenders, and Caesar salad. Very tame.
Tame.
Spicy cheese bacon tots.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's
not too much information on that, but and that's about it.
All I know is Foosh and I will definitely be fart walking at the
right?
OC.
Will you hold hands too?
You got to get it out.
And that's going to be, thank you, excuse me. That's going to be at the OC Fair and Event Center starting July 19th and runs all the way through August 18th from 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. Wednesday, Thursday, and Sunday, and 11 a.m. to midnight Friday and Saturday. Admission $13 on Wednesday and Thursday, $15 on Friday through Sunday, $9 for people 60 years and older. Mark, there you go.
What?
And children 6 to 12 years
I'll
old.
clear this place out.
Free for kids 5 and under. All right. And you got to purchase your tickets in advance online at ocfair.com/OC hyphen fair/buy hyphen tickets. That's way too complicated. Just go to ocfair.com and figure it out from there. Parking, $15. There's all your necessary information. KFI AM 640 live everywhere in the iHeartRadio app.
If it doesn't affect you, we're not interested.
KFI
And KOST HD2.
Los Angeles, Orange County.
Live.